Hey, KB, with you here in my hotel room in Vegas, and I have some time to kill here in quarantine on Friday. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about the best fans, right? So, who do you think has the best fans? And I'm not really even sure how I want to define best, but just kind of work with me on this. So leave me some comments. There's kind of four fighters that I'm thinking of. Kind of, I don't know if they're the archetypes, but anyway, four kind of guys, and I want to get your take on it. So I'll start with Conor. It's after 264. We know, unfortunately, his leg is broken. He's on the mend. He's saying he's on the comeback, but he did say some things in the octagon that a lot of people had a problem with, and so some people are thinking, he's kind of gone too far. And we have seen that there have been, some people who only liked him when he was winning. And so when he didn't win a couple fights, he probably lost some fight fans. I'm talking only fight fans, not people who are also into him for Proper 12 and all that. I'm talking like fight fan guys and girls. So I'm curious, what the ratio is. But, they're so diehard. So I remember back in the day getting kind of caught up in a flash mob inside one of his kind of mobs at the weigh-ins, and they're singing and chanting, and it was caught up, and it was actually really entertaining. We know they're diehard. They would get there early. They would start drinking early. They didn't always make it to the fights, but that's okay. And they would maybe pick a fight in the fights. I don't know. But they, they showed up and they showed out. And so I think for a long time he had the best fans. I don't know if they're still as rabid. So I'm curious too if some people now who didn't like him before like him because he is more of a bad guy now. You know what I mean? Who some people who didn't really care for him maybe really like that he's kind of leaning into the bad guy more. So maybe the fan base changed a little bit of their tone. I don't know. I want to know your thoughts on that. Okay, the next person I want to ask you about is Khabib Nurmagomedov, and this is what I'm going to say about him. He is an incredible fighter, an incredible champion. He looks to be like just an incredibly loyal son, just a good man. And I agree that he is just a phenomenal fighter. And now that you've heard me say those words, somebody will say that I said something bad about him. Khabib's fans are you can't say enough good things about that man. You cannot say enough good things about that man. So I will say that in a lot of ways, they might be the best because they accept nothing less than full on, absolute, just appreciation of him as a man and a champion. So, but at the same time, I think they can be kind of overbearing to other people in discussions, let's say online. And because I know they've kind of come at me on things and said that I said something bad when I didn't. And I literally just couldn't agree with them enough is what it comes down to. So Khabib fans, hear me when I say this. He is incredible. I agree with you. He's incredible. Okay. So moving on. Next guy I want to talk about, Jon Jones. Jon Jones, where you at? So I feel like Jon Jones has fans that are like legit tough guys and gangsters. And then also like the wannabe tough guys and gangsters who really like kind of dabble maybe, who really kind of want to be hard and be about that life, but can't. But I do feel like Jon, because not only is he just an incredible fighter, I mean, the guy is phenomenal fighter, but it's like the other things that have happened to him outside of the octagon gave him that street cred. And so it's like he can talk smack, he can back it up in the octagon and outside of it. So I feel like that is a guy that has a tough fan base, and I don't want to pick a fight with Jon Jones fans. I don't want to pick a fight with anybody's fans, but yeah, I feel like Jon Jones fans, those are some tough guys, and ladies, and I will treat them with respect. So lastly, I want to ask you about the Diaz brothers fans, and because I love them. Who doesn't? I say who doesn't love them because I don't understand who couldn't love them. But I suppose some people don't love them, which is weird. But I think that's the thing about them and their fan base is that it's so loyal. Their fan base is so loyal, and it doesn't really matter wins and losses. It's not like that. It's just that they have ride or dies, and it doesn't really matter. Like the fight part isn't. It's the culture. It's the life. It's 209. It's just it's a way of life. It's mentality, right? So I think that fan base is different. It's like different in a way, but obviously still they like a good scrap. So I don't know. I'm just curious. Like those are the kind of four of the fighters that I think have fan bases that are really vocal online and take really strong positions. So I'm just curious what your take is on that, who you think kind of has the best fans. So yeah, leave a comment here and let me know. And yeah, so if you want to follow me over on Twitter, it's Karyn, Kary, and Bryant, as in Kobe, no relation, but may he rest in peace. Over on Instagram, KB Heat. Anyway, I'll see you on there.